But geez, this sail, what a temperamental...
This week on Life on Jupiter, we finally understand why they call this big headsail a screecher. It's because that's the sound that you make nearly every time you put it up. And don't miss this week's Sundowners.
But I'm thirsty. Back to Rinbang. 175 starboard. Well, we're up early. Another rolling night. This southerly swell just comes all the way up here. No wind waves because we're nice and close on the coast, but just the swell. Did you? Well, I slept more than the night before. So we decided I need to get north of some landmass to block that southerly swell. So, not many boats come through this way. Maybe they know better than me, but I like to go where no man's been. On this western side of Long Island, it's very shallow, and there is a channel, but it involves 10 miles trucking east into the 20 knots of wind, so we don't want to do that. There's a bank, and it shows 0.9 meters, or about 3 feet. But that's, you know, spring low tides, or astronomical low tide on the chart. So we're planning to get there. It's 30 miles from here, so we've got to get up early and go. And planning to get there around high tide. Ideally, we'll be there before high tide so we can cross the bar, which is 1 mile wide. And then we'll be clear of it. And it's spring tides at the moment. So now's the best time to do it.
Like tomorrow?
Tomorrow's okay as well, except the next day is less water. So if we were to get stuck tomorrow, we'll be there for a month. Might be alright, yeah. That'd make awesome video. Marooned on a sandbank for a month, huh? Anyway, so now we've got goose winging both headsails. Doing 6-7 knots. Some little squalls coming through sometimes, so we've got to be careful of those. And fingers crossed we'll get through the sandbank. But we realise, do you realise, we are the only boat here doing this. Everyone else has gone around on the east side. What's it? Anyway, what's the worst that could happen? We've got a month's worth of food and we can make water. We'll probably still have internet out there, so we're all good.
With squally weather approaching, of course, you want to reduce sail. And the first thing that we'd want to come down is the big headsail, the Screecher. But as usual with this guy, there was a problem. So we just had a little surprise. Well, sort of half expected it. There's a little squalls coming through, and we've got the Screecher up, sitting on about 12, 13 knots apparent, which was fine for the Screecher. The limit is 15. And then Princess says, we gotta fill it. And I said, yeah, okay. And I went to fill, but the rope is wet, it's raining, and it would flog, just like bang, and flog, and then every flog it would unfurl what I'd just furled. So decided to leave the sail up, and we were fine. You know, we were doing 12, 15 knots or something there for a little while, and the most apparent wind we saw was 23. So we're a bit above the limit, but we're downwind, flat seas. Not really a problem, but the flogging while I was trying to furl it has broken the furling line. It's only just the cover of the rope remaining there. The inside is broken, so I'm going to try and reinforce it. And it's also broken a block on the whisker stays, just from the bang, bang. Now, this furling system is not great. People tell me the next model up, the top-down furlers like that Harkin make, about $2,500 just to furl your bloody sail, you know. So yes, Princess, we have to be more cautious. There's a lot of yelling and screaming. That's why there was no footage. Although the squall was gone for now, it was a race against time to get this sail furled away before the next one came. The plan was to reinforce this breakage in the rope and then take all of the pressure out of the sail and furl it away carefully so that the line doesn't break. But some people handle this stressful situation better than others. I can't see! You do it! We still had about 15 knots apparent wind in the sail. Now that's a lot of pressure during furling. After all, the furling line was only held together with some thread. To reduce the pressure, I employed two different methods. One, start the engines and run as fast as possible downwind to reduce the apparent wind. This brought it back to about 9 knots apparent wind. The second way was to deploy the genoa in front of the Screecher to reduce the pressure in it. It seemed to work well. Well, that worked well, but geez, this sail, what a temperamental After squeezing through the shallows without hitting the bottom once, we were relieved to be halfway to Nassau, stopping in the Exhumers at Georgetown for some shopping. We came to realize this was the lower extremity of tourism in the Bahamas, with hundreds of boats, beaches, and bars.
You like? It's sweet.
You're touching me.
It's gonna try your toes.
Yeah. Gonna call you. Hey, Frankie. Yeah. Did you throw the popcorn? We're surrounded by laughing birds. Laughing ghosts. Hey! You want popcorn? We're here at Stocking Island, where Chat and Chill restaurant are. And today we're gonna go shopping and get some vegetables. At Georgetown, we're gonna bring the dinghy there. And yesterday it was a beautiful day. Sunny day and warm. It's been like a week that it's like winter here in Bahamas. And yesterday it's so many people at the beach at Chat and Chill, and yeah, we enjoyed it. And we even flown our drone for like, I think it's the second time, and yeah, we didn't crash it. We're so happy. How much? Four.
Sure, no worries.
Just there? It will flow away.
Thank you. Thank you. What's that say? No toilet eating open.
No, I like it. So, we didn't buy a lot of food in there. It's super expensive. And the vegetable is like $7 for one leek. This one is $3.
That one's
Pretty cheap.
okay, yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, just a leek. A leek. And small and old leeks for $7.
Yeah. So, all of these stuff. And this is the priority. Ice cream. But it's, hold it, it's
That's that weird.
already soft. It's
Oh wow, it's gone. It's a milkshake.
I need to eat it now. Yummy.
Hi guys. We're talking about a list of 4 things that you need to get in order to be able to go cruising. First week we talked about money. Second week we talked about time. Last week we talked about the boat. This week we're going to talk about the will to go cruising. But I'm thirsty. All right. Most folks have a desire, a want, an ambition, a dream. Dreams are good. Dreams make you happy when you think of them. But they can also make you sad, frustrated, depressed when you don't have your dream in hand. So, what about goals? What's the difference between a dream and a goal? Let me tell you. A decision with a deadline, a time frame, a decision. In order to go cruising, you have to make the decision that you will go cruising. I think I read somewhere years ago about goal setting, and a survey was done. If you were to write down your goal, the statistics say it's about a 30% more chance that you will achieve that goal. If you tell somebody, you have a 50% more chance of achieving that goal. Now, these stats I'm not positive on. That's just the ballpark, okay? It's the gist of the survey. If you are to tell everybody, tell the world your goal, you are 70% more likely to achieve that goal. So once you've made that decision, tell everybody, tell the world. You can now, we've got Facebook. Tell the world. Let everyone know your goal. To actually untie the lines, to quit job, go sailing, TM. You need to set the goal, make the decision with a timeline, with a deadline. You might have heard this saying, good things come to those who wait. It's bullshit. Doesn't happen. Doesn't work. You need to be taking, once your decision is made, you've set your timeline, you have to be working every day closer to the goal of cruising. Whether it be researching equipment, looking at boats for sale, destinations, looking at pilot charts, planning the time of year you're going to cruise, watching Life on Jupiter just for inspiration. You need to be taking steps every single day to get to that goal. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So, perhaps I'm oversimplifying this, but it really isn't that hard. It's make the decision, set the date, do the work every day to get to your goal. Cheers. Oh, by the way, this process works for anything in life that you might want. So, cheers.